Hello everyone, it's great to be back with you once again, and this time I have something really quick, really simple, and just honestly something I've never made before, but we're going to give this a try to make a nice, cool Sunday dessert. This is Kool-Aid pie. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I've been looking through recipes and just wanted something a bit unusual to make with you all today, so that's why I've chosen this recipe. For this recipe, you will need 1 packet of dry Kool-Aid mix, your choice of flavor, 1 8-ounce container of Cool Whip, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, and 1 graham cracker pie crust. So let's get started. This is a really quick thing to throw together because we're actually going to do some yard work this afternoon, but I didn't want to pass up a Sunday without making something with y'all. So I have a package of blue raspberry Kool-Aid. Let me flip it around in case I'm showing it to you wrong. I think it's blue raspberry anyway. And I have my sweetened condensed milk and my tub of Cool Whip. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this Kool-Aid packet, and we're going to go ahead and dump this in our bowl. Can't get much easier than that, can it? And then we are going to add in our can of sweetened condensed milk. I believe these are 14 ounces is what they are. So 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, whatever the can size is. I think that's what it is though. Make sure you get all those goodies out of there. And I'm just gonna take and mix it and this Kool-Aid together really good. Now sweetened condensed milk, y'all probably know, by itself, if you've ever tasted it, it's extremely sweet. So you don't have to worry about this Kool-Aid going unsweetened. Speaking of which, growing up, I loved Kool-Aid. And I always remember going to my grandma Jackson's house. My grandfather loved Kool-Aid, but the sweeter the better. So grandma would make a jug of Kool-Aid, and since grandpa liked it so sweet, she would put like 3+ cups of sugar in it. And man, that stuff was sweet. But we didn't complain. We all drank it. Now, I think Kool-Aid tastes different today than it used to. And I also remember that it also wasn't 30 cents a pack. You could get like 10 packs for 40 cents. Now, 1 single pack of Kool-Aid is like almost 30 cents. So crazy, crazy, crazy. So I've mixed that up enough, and now let's get our Cool Whip. And I have my 8-ounce container of Cool Whip. Great value brand, of course. Quite a savings there. And I'm just going to add that in here. If it's got Cool Whip in it, you can't be. I love Cool Whip. Sometimes I'll just take Cool Whip and mix like I'll take like a half a cup of Cool Whip and like a tablespoon of peanut butter and beat it all together really well. And put it in the freezer for like 15-20 minutes to get it really cold. Oh my gosh, that's so good. It's good, and it's reasonably healthy actually. So I'm just going to mix this Cool Whip in real well. And that you hear in the background is poor Toby coughing. Toby is, goodness, is he going to be 12 this year? But he's starting to have a few little health problems. He's starting to be a little old doggy, and he takes a couple different medicines every day now. But he's still happy, and that's what's necessary. So once we mix this all in, y'all, we're just going to add it to our pie shell and chill it. I think it's going to be good. Now, we won't tell anybody that I'm going to do this, but I'm going to take and dip my clean finger in this. That's pretty good. I'll be interested to see what it tastes like after it sets up. I'm going to stir it just a little bit more. That's pretty good. It's different, but it's not horrible, y'all, and it's cheap. It's a cheap dessert. And I know your kids will love it. If you have kids, they'll love it. I don't have any little kids. But I have a 17-year-old child. She'll love it. Actually, we'll all like it. All right, so I'm going to go get my graham cracker crust, and we'll throw it all together. All right, so here is my pie crust. I'd be lying if I told you I made it. It's a store-bought one. That's okay, though. Sometimes, well, all the time. What's the use to make homemade pie crust? Although I do love a good homemade pie crust. So at this point, I'm going to do my best here to scrape all this goodness into this pie crust. It's going to fill it up, I think. And hopefully there's like a spoon or two left in the bowl, because then I'm going to eat it. And the excuse is there just wasn't room for all of it. Y'all ever use that excuse when you're making something just so you can have a little bit more of it at the end while you're mixing it up? Let's say you're making a cheesecake. You know, one of them quick setup cheesecakes that you don't have to bake or anything. You throw it all together, you get it in there, and you say, oh, there's not enough room for that extra little bit. I need to save that to eat it myself. Well, you know I'll be doing that today, because I'll tell you what, this is going to be a shell full, and I think once it's refrigerated, it's going to taste great. So let's see how much we got here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Now I'm doing the whole trying to smooth it out thing. I find being blind, this can be a little tricky, but don't let it discourage you if you are someone watching that is blind. Actually, just do it. It'll be all right. It'll taste good. It's okay to touch it just to make sure that you're getting things smoothed out. I'm just kind of taking the back of my spoon and patting this down. And yeah, I'm doing the best I can. That's all you can do. And I guarantee nobody will complain. They'll still eat it. They will enjoy it. And that's what's important in the end, folks. So we went out yesterday and we bought some flowers for the front yard. And we got a few things to put out. So today we're going to be getting some stuff out of the garage so that we can, you know, just kind of clean the place up and make it look nice outside for the summer. You always want your house to look as nice as it can on the outside in the summer. And we live in a pretty nice neighborhood, and everybody else has their houses all fixed up, you know, with flowers and all that good stuff. So we want ours to look nice too. So I think this is about the best I'm going to be able to do with it here. I'm going to kind of take my finger and lightly touch around the top. I don't think it's too bad here, folks. I'll just kind of pat where I've touched. And I'm going to throw the lid on this. We're going to put it in the fridge. We're going to let it chill for a few hours. Well, more than a few hours. And tonight after dinner, we're going to have some Kool-Aid pie for dessert. If y'all enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to leave a comment. And most of all, don't forget to click on that notification bell so that you can be notified when new content is available. Have a wonderful week, everyone.